So SBC260, this is my last video blog and last blog of the class. I guess maybe I'll just sum up what I learned in this class. Really, it's not so much, I knew a lot about stuff. It's not like I have learned anything new per se. It just sort of affected how I look at things. My best example of how this kind of works is, as an IMS student in general, I have kind of lost the magic of looking at things and being interested. Like, I'll look at a logo and I used to look at the logo and be like, oh, that's kind of interesting, it's really well done, I wonder how they did it. See, now I know how to do it, and it's sort of taken all the magic out of it. And not to say that's a bad thing, it just sort of, disillusions me. But at the same time, when I see something that I really don't understand, I'm really amazed by it. That's sort of what SBC260 has done, is it's disillusioned some things, but at the same time, it gives me a better understanding. So, it's disillusioned how a search engine works, but at the same time, I'm still kind of amused by it, but it's not as, impressive as it used to be. And also, I start looking at things in that, weird person way where you're you do connections. Like, yesterday we were watching Kesha's TikTok with Star Wars. I'm going to put a link about that because it's pretty funny. Kaylee showed it to me. And I was, saying, I wonder how Lucasfilms feels about this. This is not very portraying them in a good light, but then I'm like, no, don't think about that. It's thinking in an academic way, and now I keep thinking about, well, I wonder what X thinks about and what everything thinks about, and I guess it's maybe an interesting side effect of being in classes, being in college and learning things about this, is that you start looking at things differently instead of just looking at things for the entertainment value. You look at it in other lights and other things. But I guess you could call it an epiphany or something. I don't know. However, I did enjoy the class. I did like the nostalgia of writing blogs again. I haven't written a blog since high school, and even then, that was freshman year when I did that. It was kind of difficult, but I liked learning about blogs, and I really enjoyed doing my ethnography on World of Warcraft and doing a gaming review of the console wars, which those are things that are interesting to me, and I like having an outlet in which I can do it as an academic level, which most of my life those things have been told and viewed to me as, these are not academic things, these are video games, they're not fodder for academic discussion. And in this class I was able to talk about them in an academic way, which is something I normally can't do, and I find that quite interesting. And and even from there, I'm actually now working on I talked about this on a Richter scholarship that's in the same kind of area of trying to compare the visual literacy and how advertising and logos and all that compares within Rome to Chicago, and I'm hoping it'll get approved and I'll be able to do it, and I'm gonna make a website and it's gonna be all great, and I really am looking forward to doing this, and SBC kind of opened those doors for me and helped me find new ways to look at things, and I kind of say it was kind of interesting, and I'm kind of happy. I'm really happy that I took this class. I wasn't sure going into it. I knew I had to take it for my major, so I wasn't sure what it was about, but coming out of it, I'm happy that I took it. I feel I learned a lot from it. And I had another point. I don't remember what it was. Oh well, it's a nice being in class with all of you. Oh, now I remember my point. It also this class started me on the path of video blogging, which I think I might continue to do because I vaguely enjoy it, and I wish I could have done a joint blog with my friend. I actually did make one, but it just horribly failed, and we're not talking about it. But I really did enjoy this class, and I hope other people enjoyed it, and I hope people enjoyed interacting with me and being in class as well. And I guess this is farewell. So good luck, everyone. Have a nice spring break. And this is the end of my seglar. I can't pronounce my own blog's name. Blogging. So, good night and farewell.